My name is Sophie. I'm 27 and I was born and raised in Miami, and I'm a business owner.
What business do you own?
It's a little random. When I tell people, they're like, what the fuck? But it's a cell phone repair franchise, so I own 3 different ones, and coming out of business school, I just found my niche and I went into that. So, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So how did you find that niche exactly? Were just people's phones break it all the time and you're like, I could probably monetize that.
Yeah. I mean, my dad has worked in tech before. And so when I went to business school, they taught us find an industry that isn't super sexy and, that a lot of people are in, because it's hard to, if you go to entertainment or things that people normally go to, it's the 1% they get,
Right.
They're successful. But I always wanted to own a McDonald's. I know that sounds super weird, but buying a McDonald's costs $2 million. So I found a cheaper, more affordable option, and it's worked out. It's been
and you can work your way up to that McDonald's.
Exactly. And I'm getting that experience. So, yeah.
All right. Well, let's go from, hoping to get that McDonald's building to getting a shelter in the middle of the Fijian jungle. What's your history with Survivor, and what made you decide to make the jump from fan to player?
Oh my God. So I've been watching since I was 7 years old. So it's been 20 years now. And my grandmother was actually the biggest Survivor fan, which is kind of funny because she's this Cuban immigrant who didn't speak a lick of English. And I'll never forget being 7 or 8. And then she started saying random words in English. And I was like, where the hell are you getting that from, Lita? And she's like, yes, props, Survivor. And I'm and so she showed me it, and we were super close like this.
Yeah.
And so it became our thing, the heart of our relationship, and we watch it up until the day she died. She passed away, literally a week before Winners at War.
I'm so sorry.
And thank you. And it sucks because she loved Tony, so she would have loved to see him win, but she would have loved to even more see me play, and that's why I originally started applying. I started applying at 18. I almost got on 38. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
You can say
but
it.
Yeah, so I almost got on 38, and it just didn't work out. And Lynn, I think, was still the casting producer, but Jesse Tannenbaum found me then, and so when I came across, I guess, casting this year, he remembered me, and the rest is history. I'm here now, which is crazy to say, but this is my 9th year applying, so I'm finally here.
I just love this image of your grandmother randomly saying, got nothing for you.
Oh, yeah.
Or
oh, my God.
Back up for grabs.
Yeah. No, she would have died. She thought Jeff was, the hottest guy on the planet. She would say, mira este hombre, look how hot, mira que guapo este hombre, look how hot this guy is. And, it was just our bond, So I thought, what better way to connect with her than actually play this game? I feel I'm going to feel her spirit throughout the entire game.
That's incredible. Crazy. Yeah, it's this ability to obviously our past sort of informs who we are, and not to say, we'll certainly get into, I'm sure, stuff that has prepared you for this, but there's a greater why to you.
100%.
Right now, and I'm imagining even in those lowest moments, and especially so, it's going to drive you to keep going.
Oh, yeah, and weirdly enough, and I feel she had something to do with me being here, the anniversary of her death is in a couple days, which sucks, the timing, because it's probably going to be a little emotional for me, but it might give me a little boost too, to you fuel the fire a little bit, to get through the game. But it's cool. I'm happy that I have her and her spirit in me to play this game. I feel I'm going to kick ass because of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's look back upon some previous Survivor seasons since you've been watching for a while. Give me one winner and one non-winner who you identify with the most.
Oh my God. That's asking Willy Wonka what his favorite candy is. I'm a fucking
Who's your everlasting gobstopper of a contestant?
Oh my God, yeah, no. Okay, so can I say a couple?
Please.
For each?
Yeah, cast the net wide.
Okay, so for, that's hard. So for non-winners, there's so many, because part of the reason why I'm here is for all the baddies that killed it here, Suri, Kelly Wentworth, Genevieve, the people that played the game but didn't win. I want to represent them and actually finish the job and do it. So I would say from not new era. Sorry.
No, please take your time.
I'm gonna go Amanda Kimmel. Yeah, I love Amanda Kimmel. Bring her back for 50, please. And then New Era, I feel I have to say D, because people are going to make comparisons. We have a lot of them. And she and Jam Jam are probably my top 2 from the New Era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what would you say is your favorite moment in the history of Survivor? Again, you had a wide-spanning pool of players to pull from, a similarly wide-spanning pool of moments.
Oh my god. Can I say
Yeah.
two? Okay. I would say the first one is kind of niche, like heroes versus villains. I think the first challenge, or one of them, Sugar and Sandra are going at it. Sandra unclips her bra. Mm-hmm. And then Sugar throws a double birdie at the villains. I thought that was iconic.
Yeah, triple blur, technically, considering the toplessness.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, and so that's iconic. Like, you know, I feel like I want to play that hard where, like, I don't care if my tits are out, you know? But, and then, Wentworth does not count. Mm-hmm. Wentworth does not count. You know, that Savage's downfall. And then probably when Debbie goes, and I'm pissed.
It's like one of these things is not like the other.
I know. They're super probably niche, but hopefully the real Survivor fans that watch this will get it. You know?
And listen, you know, you're someone who has worn many hats. You certainly sympathize with the caretaker to Nines and the Red Lobster server.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
So, what would you say is one life experience that you feel has prepared you the most for this?
There's fucking bugs everywhere. I would say probably going to grad school at Duke. Not just because of the academic part of it, but it was my first time like living away from home. It was my first like real experience out of the bubble that is like Miami and the Cuban culture, and like I went from being one Hispanic girl to one of many Hispanic girls to like the only one in my entire program. And so it was a culture shock in the best way. I feel like I learned a lot about myself in that like I'm very adaptable. You know, I gravitated to like the people who were the most different from me. My friends are from like countries I've never been to, part of religions I'd never heard of before getting there. And so I feel like I learned that I'm a pretty adaptable person, and I feel like that'll help in this game because I'm probably the only Hispanic girl out here, you know, and everyone here is coming from all different places.
Right.
So, you know, that adaptability in this game is everything, I feel like.
So besides that sort of innate preparation, what was your literal preparation? When you found out that you were coming out here, what was the regiment?
Oh my God. Honestly, nothing, because first I didn't want to get hurt. I didn't want to start like working out when I'm not someone who works out that much. And I tried to sleep outside. It started raining. I was like, fuck this, I'm going back inside. I tried to eat a little less, but like I can't do that. I have to be in a situation like this to stop eating, you know?
Yeah.
So really just, I don't know, nothing.
And listen, you got into the show for a reason.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I tried to prepare, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do too much and then regret it. So, yeah.
Well, let's talk about something, speaking of that innateness within you. What would you say is your biggest superpower and your biggest piece of kryptonite that you're bringing into this game?
So I would say my biggest strength and weakness in coming into this game is probably the same thing, and that's my mouth. And I say my biggest strength because I'm a people person, but not in the way that like everyone always says, like, oh, I'm friendly. Like, I have this genuine curiosity about people where I like to ask questions. I'm a good listener, like just as much as I am a good talker. And I feel like people out here, all they want to do is just be listened to, feel a little sense of home. And that's what I want to do out here. I want to have those emotional ties with people, be the shoulder to cry on.
Yeah.
And, but I say it's also my weakness because as much as I am like a people person, I'm not really a people pleaser. You know, I'm the kind of person that like, say it how it is, you know, not sugar-coated.
Yeah, you wrote in your bio, you called yourself very confrontational. Because that's obviously very great for you to have that, self-reflection. But at the same time, it can be a tough thing in a game where you might need to please people to get a blindside to happen. Yeah,
for sure. And I think, though, coming into it, knowing my weaknesses is going to help me, like, control them more. Like, I feel like some people aren't aware of them. There's been players in the past that they might, be great people. Like, I don't want to shout out Rome, but they're just not aware of how they're perceived by others.
Right.
When I know how I might come across in my personal life and those things that might set me back, I'll be able to control out here. Like normally how I would react to a certain situation that might, not affect me in the real world, I won't react the same way here, And so I think just like having that self-awareness will help me out.
To that point, how do you think you're going to be perceived in this game?
I think I'm going to be underestimated a little bit just because, I could just see it in pregame. Like, people look at me and they're just like, you know, I'm not worried about her. The big guys get like that respect of like from the other guys of, you know what I'm saying? Like I just know I'm gonna be underestimated. I've always been like, I'm 5'2", I weigh 110 pounds, and so. But that's a good thing for me. I feel like I'm coming in and I want to be the book that's judged by its cover a little bit. Like I want people to be like, I'm not worried about that girl. And then when they don't expect it, you know, I'll come for them.
Yeah,
right?
They'll worry about you when it's too late.
Exactly. And that's what I want to do. And I hope to be like a person that people like trust and emotionally open up to. And, you know, if they love you, they'll never see it coming, you know? So.
Well, let's talk about some of these people that will fall in love with you. Let's talk about your competition. Turn the mirror a bit, because I'm sure you've been making some assessments. You just mentioned them a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's start on the positive side of things, and you can give me initials, you can give me descriptions of some people that, for you right now, this is like your best case scenario. We hit the beach on day one. Possible ride or dies for you.
So part of my strategy is that I want to align myself with the biggest dude or the biggest girl possible if they're on my tribe. I want to be kind of like, you know, those remora fish on those big white sharks or big whales, and
yeah.
they create this like symbiotic relationship where they like eat the barnacle, the algae on the big fish, and the big fish protects the small fish. I kind of want to do that, but not, you know, have them coast me through the game. I want to control the big animal too, and so have them as kind of like my meat shield, where we work together and people don't really know that we're a duo. So there's this huge dude. He looks like the fucking Hulk. I'm praying that he's on my tribe, because I think if he is, I can have him wrapped around my finger. And then there's a girl with braids. Her initials are KM. She's such good energy. And then who else? There's a girl that, I mean, I don't know if people will agree, but she kind of looks like Parvati. Her initials are S something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think of maybe another person.
I mean, if you got thoughts about the other side as well, you know, I'm curious about that.
I know you are. Every time you do these interviews and I watch it, I'm like hoping somebody gives you the juice, and so I'm gonna try and give you the juice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's juice it up.
Even the big dude, like let's say he's not on my tribe and I'm not working with him, I think he might be a problem, because he's like not just a big presence, but he's very friendly too, and I pick up on that. And who else? Who else? I'm trying to give it to you.
You're giving me some good stuff.
I know when I get there, I'm going to have like more to say, but it'll be too late at that point.
No, you said plenty at this point. No worries.
Okay.
Well, let's move to a different facet of the game. Let's move from the past into the present, as we're talking about idols, advantages, journeys. How much do you want to incorporate? I mean, you talk about like banking your games on people like D and Jam Jam. How much are you sort of in that new era mindset of trying to grab any and all opportunities that come your way?
No, I think I'm going to play kind of a mix of new era and old era, because I don't like the journeys. I think that the advantages in the game kind of hurt people sometimes. Like, it just seems that way as of recent. So I don't feel like I need them. But if they, you know, if I'm walking around and I see a beware advantage, I'll grab it, you know. So I'm going to let them come to me if that's what happens, but I'm not going to go out of my way to look for it. I'm not going to raise my hand when someone says, oh, who wants to go on the journey? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'll welcome it if it happens, but I won't, you know, seek it out.
Well, let's say it happens and you get like an idol. Are you telling anybody about it?
Hell no. No. I think it's been so... It hasn't been fun the last few seasons because, well, 46, I think it was like the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Like 6 people went out because they didn't tell anyone and nobody knew they had it. But then also like in the new era where people are like sharing the idol and telling everybody they have it. It's not fun as a fan to watch that either. And it's also not very helpful to have one when everybody knows that you have it, you know? So, I don't know. I probably won't tell people. Yeah.
Well, let's put yourself in Jeff's shoes a little bit. Stay on the production side of things.
Yeah.
If you have the chance to put something in this season for you to play with that's either a previously existing twist, either from the new era or the old era, or a brand new twist, something that you want to personally play with, what would that be?
Ooh, that's a good question. Oh, okay. The idol that can be played after the votes are read.
Oh, the super idol.
The super idol. You know, I don't think they'll bring it back because, like, it's too powerful. But I'd love that, you know, as a player.
I mean, that's an interesting one because, like, it's almost the opposite of your previous strategy where, like, you could tell everybody about it because it's like, you can try to vote for me, but, like, I'm not going home.
Yeah, I'm going to use it. Like, don't vote for me, you know? So.
In general, what would you say is your hottest Survivor take?
Ooh. I think, I mean, I don't know how hot this is, but I think that whoever wins deserves it. You know, I think there's a conversation about that out there about like, you know, Charlie deserving it more than Kenzie or whatever. I think whoever gets voted to win wins, because there's a lot of conversations that we don't get to see as fans. There's hundreds of hours of conversations that we don't see, and so I think that if a jury member feels like they want to vote for someone, it could be a reason why that we weren't shown, and I would hope that like I vote for someone who, I don't know, I just think that whoever does, you know, wins deserves it.
No, I want to stay on that actually, because I do think something that's so interesting about the jury vote, to your point, there's a whole honestly infinite list of reasons you can vote for somebody. Likability, relationships, resume, story, etc. If I were to ask you right now, what is that sort of core value for you? If we had the sentence of like, if I'm a juror, I would vote for blank, what would that blank be?
That's a good question too. So I'm hoping, I don't know what the situation is going to be, but I want to play like a really cutthroat game, and I would reward that too, because I'm gonna play like that, and I would hope that I would get rewarded for it. So even if someone gets me out, like I can recognize game, you know, and I'm coming in hopefully to be like emotionally unattached. Like I'm gonna weaponize emotion in the game, but you know, if I get out, I'll be like, okay, it happened. Like they're playing the game. It's probably best that they did, you know. So yeah, that's what I would say. I'm going to look for the person who played the best game. You know, I don't care about why you need the money or, you know, what you're going to do with the money. Like, I want to reward the best player because I'm part of season 49. I want the best player to win.
Yeah, that's interesting that you talk about wanting to play emotionally unattached, because obviously there's also a very differently emotional reason that you're out here. I mean, how do you anticipate sort of trying to untie the personal elements from the game elements?
Yeah, that's gonna be tough, I know, but I mean, I'm not coming into this game with muscles and like 4 years at an Ivy League. Like all I have is like my ability to talk to people, and who I am in real life is someone who can get like deep with people and connect on an emotional level, and I feel like I'm gonna do that in this game, and so I'm gonna like, again, like I said, be that shoulder for people to cry on, and you know, I'll still have to vote them out. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's go to the beginning of the game, because in the new era, we certainly have seen a fair amount of these, like, disaster tribes, right? These tribes that go to tribal council a bunch in the pre-merge. Do you anticipate, if that were ever the case, that, like, your gameplay would change from what you anticipated going in?
That's a really good question, too. Because
Thank you.
Obviously, you come into this game, you want to, like, imagine that your tribe is going to kill it. So I haven't even thought of that. But I mean, yeah, I think that would kind of force you to be even more cutthroat, because you're like on a survival mode. If you're someone who's winning every challenge, you're not really doing much, or you're not playing much. So it would just probably require me to work more. Like right now, my plan is not to get on that beach and look for an idol. But if my tribe is losing, hell yeah, I don't give a shit how bad or like crazy I look. I'm going to look for fucking idols. You know what I mean? Like, so I would just play probably more aggressively. Even though at the merge, like I plan to like go balls to the wall. Like balls to the wall, and like even if I look suspicious, like I don't care. You know? I really want to play a hard game. I just don't want to have any regrets when I finish here. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Last but certainly not least, if you could bring a celebrity or a fictional character out as a loved one,
oh my god,
who's it going to be and why?
Oh my god, that's crazy. Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, there we go.
Because I feel like I'm going to miss a couple things while I'm out here. One of them is my boyfriend, my dog, and lastly, music. Like, I listen to music for everything. Nicki Minaj has gotten me through a lot. And I feel like, you know, I would love to have her here just, like, pumping me up, you know, giving me the fucking beats, you know?
Which persona would she bring, you think?
Ooh. Would she bring here? I mean, she would just be a baddie, like a badass, you know, rapping the background music to all the blind sides that I'm doing out here.
Exactly. She could, I mean, I know Shaheen just did like his own little version of the music. Yeah. She could do that as well. She could just lay down a track right there in the time.
Funny. Yeah, I would fucking love that.
Well, how are you feeling right now? Again, I know that there's a lot loaded into this experience, and it seems like, to your credit, like you are taking everything right now, and that speaks to, I think, your go-getter attitude that has led you to becoming, you know, your business owner. So how are you feeling right now, sort of on the crux of this brand new experience that obviously means so much to you and your family?
I mean, I'm feeling everything. Like I'm even feeling emotions I've never felt before. Like seeing the cast for the first time, I was just like, if surreal was an emotion, that's what I was feeling. And like happy, sad, kind of scared. Like I'm fucking scared. Like these people are gonna come after me, and I feel ready, but like, am I ready? Is there a way to prepare for Survivor? I don't think so. Like, it's for me. I think it's like 50% being able to adapt, 50% luck. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of things I'm not gonna be able to control, and I'm not really used to that. So it's gonna be interesting. But overall, like, pumped. So fucking excited. This is like a dream come true. You know what I mean? Like, imagine like your wildest dream coming true. That's me right now. Like the 7-year-old who was watching with my grandmother is freaking the fuck out. Like I can't believe that I'm here. It's seriously like surreal.
Well, I'm so happy to have you here, and I'm so happy to have you here right now talking with me. It was such a delight getting to know you. I know that you bring so much into this game. To your point, how much can you truly prepare? And you're someone who I think really relies on your own innate sense of self.
Yeah.
And that's incredibly strong, especially at the point you're at right now. And so that's all you kind of walk in with at this point, right? Is like the body that you own and the mind that you own. And I think that they're both in really good places for you to kick ass in this game.
Dude, oh my God, that means so much to me, especially coming from you. I'm a big fan of his. I follow him on Twitter. I watch all your, YouTube interviews, which is why I might come across a little nervous, because I feel a little bit nervous. But big fan. Thank you for saying all those nice things.
Oh my God, of course.
I'm super excited to play.
This is RHAP. We know reality TV.